she has a nationally known brand that started right here in Metro Atlanta. Her vegan approach to fast food have just taken off like a rocket, okay? The one, the only, the Pinky Cole is here with us in studio. You're the owner of Slutty Vegan. We're so happy to have you.
I'm happy to be here. How are you?
Yeah, I'm great, especially because we're talking about my favorite thing, which is food, okay? Yes. So you've got a new addition to the menu. We're gonna dive into all of that. But first, just for anybody who's not familiar with it, your food is really enticing to people who are vegans, vegetarians, and meat eaters. So how did you do that?
I wanted to help people to reimagine food.
Okay.
And when I created this concept almost 5 years ago, I'm like, I gotta figure out a way for me not to have to eat fries and a side salad every single day or the late night, but still make something that's enticing, that's interesting, that people want to be a part of.
Yeah.
And I had no idea that 5 years ago I would create a concept that is now a nationally known brand that the world knows and loves. So I'm just excited. We've done a lot in 5 years, and I just opened up my 11th location in Dallas.
Okay, wow, that's awesome. Is it in the seasoning? Is it the flavors?
It's the love. It's all of it. It takes a certain je ne sais quoi to be able to operate Slutty Vegan, from the employees to the energy to the culture to the community and ecosystem building. It really is important for me to have an intentional business. I always wanted to do that. I never wanted to sit behind a desk, but I wanted to be able to make an impact through people, and the vessel so happened to be food. And I'm so happy that food did that, because now it gives us the opportunity to really enact change.
Okay. Now, you have faced some obstacles, of course, as well. There's those lawsuits involving wages and tips. We just wanted to give you a chance to address it. If there's anything you wish people knew about that.
One of my mentors told me, well, if you're not getting sued, you ain't doing something right.
Okay.
But Lana, if I go down and file a lawsuit against you, does that mean that you did something wrong?
Guilty, you're innocent until proved guilty.
Exactly. And that's the ebbs and flows in business, right? You know, people can make a claim all day, every day, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you've done something wrong. In the nature of this business, we deal with people. It's a people business. So when you deal with people, things like this are going to happen. What we're focusing on is continuing best practices, making sure that people love the company like they've done since 2018, and doing the best that we can, and that's all we can do.
Yeah, and it doesn't seem to have slowed you down. You mentioned those 11 locations. Any more in the metro, or where are we going to see these?
We got a lot more coming. It is world domination. You know how Beyonce is on tour? Like Slutty Vegan is on a world tour, but I know that it's going to be great. We are building legacy right now, and in order to be a disruptor, there will come some disruption, and we're ready for it. We're okay with it.
Okay, so then we got to talk about these fries. Okay, I love a good French fries. I'm not a vegan. I'm a meat eater to my core, but I've heard nothing but good things. And you found a way to make a sort of Philly cheese fry situation?
Yes, and it's funny because my fiance is from Philly, so I'm like, inspiration. But we have these new Philly fries on the menu because everybody doesn't always want a hamburger. So we figured out a way to get super creative. So we got the fries, the cheese, the sauce. It's like the sandwich, just without the bread. And we got people standing in line for it. They love it. It's just another iteration of all the cool menu items that Slutty Vegan has. So you got to come down and check it out. And everybody that's watching this, go to any of our locations in Metro Atlanta and beyond and try the fries.
Yeah, because to me what stands out is the sauce. I love a good sauce. I don't know how you do that.
You made that sauce from scratch?
I was about to ask, because you can't use milks, creams, right?
No.
That's like the base in most sauces. How do you do that?
I was just throwing stuff in the pot. I'm like, okay, this is good. Let's do it. And then just like my fry seasoning, everything. And this is how I know divinity is real, right? I don't mean to get spiritual, but like when things are supposed to happen for you, they will line itself up, and you ain't even got to try too hard. And that's really what happened with this business.
Wow, okay. Now, speaking of good things popping for your life, you getting married. You're getting
on
married
Saturday.
On Saturday. Ooh, it's right around the corner. Okay, so can you talk about it's happening in Atlanta? How many guests?
Yes, we have 322 guests.
Wow.
And I don't know how we got there.
Right.
It started at 200, but we're getting married on Saturday in Atlanta. It's going to be magical. I'm excited I get to marry my best friend. I like to say food is love because we're both restaurateurs.
Right.
And we're just merging our worlds together as one. We already got 2 kids. We already married anyway, but we are doing it in front of our friends and family. And we're excited. I'm excited to continue out this love story and just show people that real love still exists.
Yeah, you look beautiful in that photo, by the way. Are you nervous?
No. When you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready.
Amen. Okay. Thank you so much for being here. If you want any more information about the new menu items or anything, we will post this entire interview on our website at AtlantaNewsFirst.com.